Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, February the 21st, 2025. You've heard me say in the past what an incredible price action analyst our lead coach Darko is. And I just have to share this example of exactly the kind of stuff he produces for our members. It's just above and beyond the call of duty. But when you have the passion and the enthusiasm that he has, it's no wonder our members get this kind of attention. This video was made this past Monday, and it was an extra one, not his regular pre-market analysis video, but it was just an extra one that Darko made in response to a member, actually a couple of members asked some questions. And by the way, in the text below this video or in the email that you received, just check out the initial comments from our members. But just as importantly, Darko's response. I mean, it's just awesome. There's an expression that you probably heard that goes something like this. It's you don't know what you don't know. And I just want you to know the quality of the person that you'd be working with if you were ever considering his service. It's just outstanding. So here's the extra video that Darko posted.
Hi everyone, Darko here for a micro PMA. Today is Monday the 17th. I will be addressing this for Tuesday just to not mix the Monday's PMA when I upload this video. So it's more like for the uploading purpose and nothing else. So I had two great questions about USD yen and CADCHF. So let's start with the USD yen. Okay, so let's start with the yearly chart. Well, it's heading up, right? Exactly correct. We identify this as a swing, super obvious, right? We identify this as a swing and we see this as a swing. So then we never know if how deep this swing will be. Okay. The previous yearly is bullish. This has been bullish for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sure, this is not a bullish candle, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green candle or blue candle, whatever color you have, heading up. Okay, so that's objective facts. So in case I didn't express myself, this is not a bullish candle. It's more like price is heading up for the past 4 years. Okay, we never know how this year will be closing. This is super bullish closing. So if this is heading down into this level, then we have maybe 1 or 2, 3 years of, steady downward. We don't know that. Okay. So the probability tells us that this could be, closing bullish. Could be. Okay. Now we need to convert that. How does the monthly chart looks like? Okay. Swing low, swing high, swing low. This high did not take out this high. We have another swing low, another higher high, higher close. Then something happened. When we did this swing, I'm not drawing it here so you can see the swing. This low is lower than this low. If I take out the clutter and marking this lowest point, so this is technically a bearish swing break. So that is a bearish sign. So that means if we are making higher high and then a lower low, so this could very well be doing something like this. Okay, if that happens, but that coincides perfectly with the yearly retracement. If I go down to another data feed provider, you will see that there is, if I take out the clutter and I mark this level, okay, this neckline, that means price could very well, very well come down into this level, and then we make up our mind either doing this or we continue down to these levels. Okay, if I mark these two necklines on a yearly chart, well, that coincides perfectly with the overall, I wouldn't say bias, but price did some structure damage for price to come, from here down to here, take out this structure, which is, that's what, the institutional are watching. And this is also a monthly chart, not a tick chart or 1 minute chart. That's remarkable. Okay, so price could very well make a lower low. We are making definitely a lower high. Then price could very well be doing something like this. Okay, and you mark this level, which is phenomenally like super strong. phenomenal level, super great, perfect. Okay, and you also it's a weekly level. It's also this accumulation candle. I would say it's just more like a breakout ish. Sure, everything looks perfect. And you might say, but Darko, you told me like if you are unsure, once price hits that level, you watch for an extra confirmation. And I also have an inside bar and an inverted hammer for that extra confirmation. So entering in here is perfectly aligned with what you teach. So don't tell me anything else, Darko. I couldn't argue with you. That's the problem with trading. I couldn't argue. Like if you tell me like, hey, my bias is up, this is a significant neckline as per your rules. It's also identical with the weekly. I waited for that extra confirmation. I already have a higher high, higher close on a weekly chart. Background space, I'm totally okay with this natural stop. I also waited for an extra confirmation, so I didn't enter here, as a pending order. I waited for this candle. It's an inside bar, inverted hammer. I draw a fib. I took the 618 fib with a low stop loss, and it's 100% as per your rules. I would say, okay, there is no argue. Like, what do you want me to say? The only thing is that like I am unsure. Okay, this could very well be heading up 300 pips, and then it's usually, you know what, why didn't you point this trade out? Why didn't you see? Well, I saw it. I see it. I could pull the trigger right here, right now, for the best entry ever, but I'm not doing it because I am not sure that price will be stopping in here. I could very well be wrong. There are times when I'm like grabbing the mic and say, oh, that was a not good decision. Or to speak from my heart, that was a stupid decision. Okay, or a silly decisions on my end as a trading coach. That happens. There are times. Actually, there was a time when price hits this level because price rejected this level when we breached that level. We did not make a lower low, lower close. Okay, so that's also remarkable. Price touched that level, breached that level, but we did not close below that level. That's a whole different story. And there were some evidence to take this trade. I didn't take it because I thought, price was coming up off an opposing level. So I missed the entire uptrend. Everyone now who wants to go back to listen to that, I admitted, I confessed that was not good trading decisions. It was a mistake on my end. Okay. And to be just dead honest with you, I have never had like a super success trading this pair. We had some great trades, sure. My win ratio is overall good, but I wouldn't say it's thanks to this pair. Okay, don't ask me why. I have no idea. I don't want to find like excuses and find stuff like reasons to not take this trade. It's not worth my money. I'm in doubt, so I stay out. Time will tell. That's the great thing with this service, is that everything is recorded. Let's see what becomes hindsight. Okay. If this is in alignment with your game plan, take it. I'm not taking it because, my analysis based on price action, we know this is a bearish swing break. We are making a lower low, a lower high. So if we are not making a lower low, or at least double bottoming in here, then we are in a ranging mode. Then we need to support and resistance trade. Okay. So I leave this alone, and don't tell me that I talked you out of any trade. So if this makes sense to you, pull the trigger and follow your own game plan. Okay, just because I don't take it, that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Okay, because I have been wrong before, and I will be wrong in the future. That is the entire idea with live coaching. If you wanna, hindsight coaching, there are plenty of other services that show you stuff after the fact. I don't do that. I'm using, the live market, and the market will show me or show you, everyone else, if my analysis were correct or no. My analysis tells me that this is heading down. Okay, unless I see a monthly bullish candle action or maybe a weekly bullish candle action, then I can reevaluate my bias. the good thing with trading is don't be too stubborn. Like if price hits a level of support and I see a bullish ACAT on a monthly chart, or a bullish engulfing or a bullish ACAT on a weekly chart, then I need to reevaluate my bias. Enough said about this pair. Let's go to CADs. We see another great question. Okay. This will say, hey, you know what? The previous yearly candle, I'm not sure what that mean. Well, not me either. It's not an inverted hammer. It's not. It's more bearish than bullish. It's definitely not bullish, but it is a bit too skinny. Like there is no bodies. It's more like 98% wicks, 2% body. That means lots of emotions. Very few institutional orders took place there. Okay. What I do see happening is like if price was making a lower high and a lower low, and now we are gently, like perfectly retracing back into this level, and then like one time, and then give me some sign of bearishness, this is, I will be all on this trade like there is no tomorrow. Okay, because what did I show you or talk about why did support becomes resistance and the other way around? People who bought in here, when price is heading down, they are buying in here, and then this happens, they are panicking. That means they need to sell. Okay, and those who knows how to read price, they will sell in here in alignment with the underlying trend for price to come down. So that means sell. Therefore, support always becomes resistance. In this specific case, we have been going sideways for 7 months. Okay, so someone is confused. Okay, and this skinny candle is the first sign of confusion. Okay, so if this is a monthly neckline and I am interested, like shorting, like, geez, this been chewing this level for 7 months, like why would I care about, I'm not questioning you. Sure, this is an ACAT. Within this ACAT, do you see anything tradable? Like if you convert this weekly ACAT into the 4-hour chart, we are still dealing above that level. Nothing has changed. Okay, it's not like the previous one where we actually made money. Okay, that was a different story. We made money. We took this trade. We exited perfectly at the bottom of the channel. It's not hindsight. Go back and listen to the recording. Okay, but now it's uncertain. If you short, you could be losing. If you long, you could be losing. Okay. Unless something changes, if I had a wild educated guess, you know, actually you don't even need to guess. Okay, this is a monthly chart, right? This is a triple neckline, monthly, weekly, daily. We all know that. If you scroll back, you will see also the daily level. Okay, let's assume, just for the sake of this example, that this monthly candle will be closing like this. This monthly, the month of, is it February now? Yes, the month of February will be closing like this. So if the monthly candle closing like this at a triple neckline, how do you think the daily will look like? Daily will look like something like this, and then do something like this. That's the cleanest breakout ever. Okay, so what do you think if price comes down into this level? Are we heading up or down? We are heading up. 8 times out of 10, that's what's happening. Okay? And right as I'm speaking, is this heading up or down? It's doing nothing. Okay? If you want to short this pair, well, like if price came down, did a new structure damage, then you could definitely find yourself a juicy opportunity to short this pair with a high stop loss, aiming to the downside, because you are identifying swing. There were enough selling pressure up in here to do a structure damage into this brick wall, a brick wall of support. If that happens, then we had, everyone who, bought this pair, wherever they bought it, like if they buy it in here or buy it in here, when this happens, everyone is panicking. Everything they want to do is sell, and price usually comes up into a level of support and resistance, this weekly neckline. Okay, so that means everyone who bought this pair is now panicking. They want to sell, okay? And the professional trader are also selling. Therefore, now support becomes resistance. We also have a natural stop that you are okay with, and price will be probably falling if price behaves the way it should be, 8 times out of 10, okay? Or price comes down, fools, tricks the struggling trader to give them the impression that we are dropping. They will be selling in here. Price will be doing this, stop you out for a full loss, and then price comes down and goes up again. Okay, so therefore, taking this ACAT when there is like nothing within that ACAT that justify any shorting, and even if this drops 100 pips, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less, because we need to do the exact same boring, robotic, strict game plan approach every single time. We couldn't care less the outcome of a trade. One trade cannot make you or break you. You need to read price. When I say you, I'm talking in general. A trader needs to read price objectively and see what's happening. This is going sideways for 7 months, okay? The entire world is waiting for a breakout, either to the upside or to the downside, okay? Let's just imagine that this is, now we are due for a yearly retracement into this triple neckline level. That usually happens around, strange candle actions, like spinning tops, inverted hammer, inside bar. This is none of them, but this is also a very abnormal candle action with basically zero candle bodies with it. Those are always remarkable. Something happens around these candles, okay? What happens, we never know, but imagine this is heading up into this level. How do you think that will be happening? Do you think we will be heading up just like this, straightforward? No. Price will be giving you lots of clues. No. Okay, price is doing you this and then comes down, waving itself up into, then we have a new structure damage. If that happens, that's juicy. Okay, then we have other levels that is remarkable. There are lots of obstacles in your way. You convert that into weekly swings. Okay, how is the weekly swings doing? Ignore the micro swings. This swing is remarkable because when we left this area, we managed to make a lower low, lower close, and then after that we went into a dead zone. This is dead, okay? As dead as a chart could ever be. So we either do this or we do this. And you need to wait for this or wait for this. Right now we have none of them. So therefore I couldn't care less about that weekly ACAT. Okay? Really enjoy doing these micro PMA. I'm not sure if this is a micro with 20 minutes talking, but just breaking things down, thinking process, focusing on 1 or 2 pair and talk so as deep as humanly possible to understand how complex this market is, but also understand how, having a profound understanding of how price works. So I really enjoy doing those micro PMAs. So thank you for the questions, and hopefully you learned something, and feel free to leave some feedback, and I will talk to you on Thursday. Cheers.
In the subject line of this video, I asked the question, how would you like a Forex trading analysis like this? And hopefully you can see what I meant from watching this video. So yeah, nothing more to say. The video obviously speaks for itself, and I hope you liked it. As always, questions are welcome, and I can be reached anytime by email. Thanks, folks. Hope you all have a great weekend. Take care. All the best.